It's not enough for you to oppose the democratic establishment and neoliberalism if you don't oppose the deep state. That's deep state. And if you really oppose the deep state, then you have to realize that Donald Trump, even though he's running the White House, even though he is in charge of, but Donald Trump is tweeting about the deep state. And that's like, wow, we've never seen that. So that's how it becomes progressive. No longer progressive for you to just oppose neoliberalism. It's no longer, and this is a hilarious thing about it, right? These are the people who had a litmus test for 18 months where, I mean, holy shit, if you did not swear from the depths of your heart that Hillary Clinton was Lucifer, then you weren't progressive. But now all of a sudden, it doesn't matter about neoliberal economic policies. You know, it doesn't matter about that because, you know, if you didn't swear on the altar of anti-neoliberalism, you weren't progressive. And now here we are. It's no longer about that. It's about the deep state, the Illuminati. That's what it's about, because that's how you fall in line with Donald Trump. That's how you never have to criticize. Like, this is just a standard propaganda. This is like propaganda 101. And it's propaganda 101 that should have been calling out for a long time. So that's, if I apologize for anything, that's what I'm going to apologize for, is that I smelt it, I felt it, I saw it, and I discussed it here and there, but I left it alone. I left it alone because, you know, silly me, we want the left to grow, and so I didn't want to punch left. But then all of a sudden, when you expose them, oh my God, they lose their freaking minds. But besides that ongoing fight, we got to focus on the things that are happening underneath us. And I see so many people dismissing, and that's just what I'm actually glad that this quote unquote Twitter civil war, progressives, whatever the hell people are calling it, kind of glad it's happening, because fewer and fewer people, more and more people are unfollowing me. And I'm actually grateful for that, because it's emptying my space from people who would detract from the pain and the utterly destructive policy from Donald Trump today towards the transgender community. I've been purged. They've purged themselves. They've removed them. They've unfollowed me. The people who would dismiss that because they want to be on Team Trump to oppose the deep state. I know a lot of people are, Ben, what are you talking about? What are you, what progressive person, I can see it in my chat right now. Well, what progressive person actually said that we should support Trump because he's fighting the deep state? Go see a video from one of, I guess you could call it premier. I use that word loosely, but from one, I guess we could say leaders, but I use that very loosely. It really is just an opportunistic individual who's trying to seize on the codependent nature of people with the same psychosis that he's dealing with, but I digress. But go watch the full video. There's Zach Haller, who is, I don't know, whatever he is to this faction, their great hero, shirtless hero, that he, go watch the video that he discussed about me by name. And in that video, he said that we should support Donald Trump because he's fighting the deep state on Twitter. And you know what? Here's the other thing. This is, I'll go ahead. We'll dive in, and I'm gonna do my best to continuously reference and talk about the issues that are happening around us in the middle of this fight. But I feel that in the middle of this fight, we have to recognize exactly what we're fighting against and why it's a fight in the first place. Why is it so difficult why are we at this juncture in the progressive movement? You know why? Because part of it is really a lot of posturing. It's a lot of people who want to make names for themselves in this particular subset of a subset of a subset. It really is. It really boils down to opportunism.